Hi, in this video, we will take a closer look at how Curie Care work. We're gonna check when does it trigger and who benefits from it. We're also gonna check specific instances where it can dispel the debuffs. Lastly, we will check what will happen if a non-healer equips this attachment. We'll see if the debuff will work or not. But before we start, I would like to ask if you could subscribe to my channel. Right now, 92% of those watching my videos are not yet subscribed. If you want to get notified whenever I release a new content, please click the subscribe button and the bell beside it. Thank you. So we are going to start the test using Madison equipped with the Curie Care. And I should let you know that she has a perk that heals her teammates every 21 seconds, and her skill is she's gonna use Mr. Handy, the robot, to heal friendly teammates twice. So let's watch. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna pause it here. So this one, this is just her perk. See, because her AP is not yet full. So we'll see if there's gonna be a dispel that's gonna happen. Okay, so there's none. Right? See, there's none. So it means that um, the perk doesn't trigger the dispel. I mean, a lot of people might have already known that, or might have an idea that that is how it works, right? But at least now we know, and we have proof that the perks or the perk that Madison used to heal the team did not trigger the dispel. So let's continue. Okay, now her AP is full. She's using her Mr. Handy skill. Okay, so Mr. Handy is out. We have debuffs. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the decrease attack. We have it with strong and with, I'm not sure if it's with Sturgis or with Zeke, but someone has it, and then we have it as well with Madison. And okay, so there you go. The purple animation that you saw there. So that's the dispel. And look, the debuffs are gone. I mean, except for this one. This is new. This was triggered right after the debuff. All right. So yes. Okay. So at this point, we know that the perks that triggers heal or that gives out healing effect doesn't trigger the dispel. The only thing that can trigger the dispel is the actual skill. And in Madison's case, her skill is heal twice, which meant that the debuff or the dispel was casted twice. Now we're going to test how it works with Sarah's vulnerable debuff. There were some questions before if this is included, so we'll see. Um, Madison's AP is almost full at this point, so I'm gonna continue the video and we'll see if this debuff will be dispelled. Okay, so there she casted Mr. Handy already. We have debuff. Okay, there. Let me just quickly show it to you again. So debuff's there. Debuff's gone after Mr. Handy used her the after the robot used the heal skill and along with it the dispel, this purple animation. Okay, so vulnerable is included. We will now look at the stun debuff. I am specifically interested to see the result of this one because, like in some games that I know, stun is not considered as a debuff. So we're gonna check if Curie Care will dispel stun. So before I play this, you can see Madison's AP almost full, and Sturgis is the one who's gonna stun Seek, and we'll see if the stun will be dispelled. Let's play this. Okay, so there's a skill. Okay, so that's the first heal and dispel. Unfortunately, Zeke is not yet stunned. Um, let's continue and wait for the second skill. Okay, here we go. Stunned, and Mr. Handy will now heal and use the dispel. Let's see. Okay, so the stun, so it's confirmed. The stunned status, or shall I say, stunned debuff, is indeed a debuff that can be dispelled by Curie Care. Here's a bonus test or clip for those who uses Cait. Let's see how will the debuff or the dispel work versus Cait's stun. So before I start or before I resume the video, you will see that Madison's AP is almost full. Okay, so she casted the skill. Cait will cast her skill, the stun skill. Okay, so who's this? Sturgis and Strong are both stunned. Mr. Handy will now use the skill and dispel. Stun was dispelled, right? However, knowing that Cait's stun is continuous, look, she is still using her skill. The animation is still going on. See? And it's back. So yeah, Cait's really good. Don't like I don't like PvP with Cait. See? So the first one was dispelled, but then Cait still continued with her skill, and the dwellers were stunned again. So yeah, that's just a bonus clip. Let's now move on to the next one. Now we're going to test the freeze and burning debuff from Nick and Maxon. Let's see how the dispel will work with those debuffs. Okay, so right now Strong is under burning, and then Madison has just casted a skill. Oops, okay, so there's also freezing or freeze debuff, and just right before that, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, there's also a vulnerable debuff. So three debuffs right now with Strong. Let's see how Mr. Handy will dispel this. Okay, so yeah, it all those debuffs were dispelled. All right, so this is going to be the last test, but this is going to be one crazy test. We are going to see if the dispel will work if we equip the Curie Care set to a non-healer. Like for this one, we're gonna equip it with Strong. You guys might be wondering who would do this, so I don't know as well. But what if this player has like this one, like me? I have unfortunately I'm not using this, but I have all four attachments in orange, and someone might take the opportunity or the advantage that he or she can get from those orange attachments, right? So we'll see if it's gonna work. I'm just gonna look for someone to battle with. Okay. So now, sorry I paused it, but now we know that the dispel is being casted I mean together at the same time with the skill, right? So we're just gonna wait for Strong's AP to get full and see if there's going to be a debuff. Okay, so this is a good timing. We have the vulnerable debuff here, and Strong is casting his skill. Okay, so nothing. It just ran out. So yeah, I don't think, and yeah, there's animation is too long. So let me just quickly back up. Yeah, so even if the actual skill took place, there's a debuff, nothing happened. It wasn't dispelled. Let me see if there's another instance. Okay, so there you go. His AP is almost full. Let's see again. There you go. Casting. Nothing. It's not dispelled. There's burning. Not dispelled. Yeah, still nothing. Let me just do it again. Okay. So casting with burning. Sorry, that's bleeding. Vulnerable. Nothing. Wasn't dispelled. Let's look one more time. Okay, there you go. Okay, there's still the vulnerable debuff. Strong still drinking the milk. Nothing. Still there. Now that we are done with the testing, we can answer the questions that we have at the start of the video. So when does this dispel trigger? We saw that the dispel will trigger together with the skill of a med-type dweller. Like for Madison, her skill will heal all friendly units twice, so the dispel will be triggered twice. Perks don't count even if it deals a healing effect. So let me just show you Madison's perk. Heals all team members 3 times in every 21 seconds. So even if Madison uses this perk, the dispel effect did not trigger. So the only trigger that uh, took place is when she used medical bot, this skill. Number 2, I have tested all the debuffs except for sleeping because I cannot find someone with Lorenzo on my friends list, but I would assume that it is included. These debuffs that I've tested are vulnerable, attack decrease, burning, freezing, bleeding, and lastly, stunned, which surprised me the most because again, in some games that I have played before, stun is not considered as a debuff. Number 3, Curie Care won't work with other dwellers that doesn't have a skill that deals heal. Well, at least that was the case when we tested it with Strong. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to test it as well with Carrington because there is an exclusive hero set effect for him, but I don't have Carrington right now on my dwellers list. And there's a lot of question floating around with this one. I will test this as soon as I get Carrington, if I'm lucky enough. But I saw a few information as well stating that there is a mistranslation with this one because people are wondering what does this do. If you guys know the answer, please do let me know in the comment section below so that we can inform the others as well who will be watching this video. So yeah, I guess that concludes my video for today. I hope that it somehow helped you understand how Curie Care work and how you can use it with your current lineup. That is all that I have today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe so that you will be notified whenever I release new contents. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.